how can I have more faith in my desires, in the love that I want, the health that I want, and the abundance of money that I want? This is Rewrite Your Reality with Reese. I am your host, and today I'm going to talk about how to increase your faith and why you don't actually need to because it's perfect. So, Jesus' followers asked him, how do I increase my faith? How do we increase our faith? Teach us. Jesus, in this idea, is your higher self, your awareness of being. And Jesus responds, your higher self responds, if you had the faith of a mustard seed, you could move a mountain. You could tell the mountain to get up and move, and it will. Because faith moves mountains. But what does that mean? Faith moves a mountain, but we consider a mountain in the story to be something that is impossible. Moving a mountain is impossible. But it's impossible for you as the small you. As the small you, you look at a mountain and you look forward. When you're looking at a mountain, you're looking forward in time. You're looking forward in a perceived illusionary future, saying, I hope that this mountain moves. You see, that's hope, it's not faith. You look at this mountain and you say move, or the circumstance and condition, and you say move, and then you look behind you to your past where the mountain didn't move, the circumstance didn't change, and you're hoping that this time that you did something different, so it has to have a different outcome. But remember, the outcome is indifferent to what it is you are doing. It's only based on who and what you are conscious of being. If you are being the version that this circumstance and condition has no way, shape, or form anything to do with you, that your outcome is assured because it exists, because you have declared it. If you have faith in that, knowing that you have done that, knowing why you can do that, that's not hope any longer, that's knowing. And knowing is faith. Faith is knowing. Faith is knowing something exists. Right? So, Jesus explains to them, as your higher self, you only need the smallest amount of faith. Faith of a mustard seed. But that smallest amount of faith is complete faith. Any faith that you have is complete. You can't have incomplete faith. You can't have more faith than you already have. Your faith is perfect. When you're focusing on how do I have more faith, what you're really saying is, how do I believe this impossible thing more? You're not going to believe it more than you already do. You're not going to not believe it more than you already don't. You're kind of in this middle ground where you're deciding circumstances and my thoughts and feelings are making me believe there's more today, and then tomorrow when they look a little different, the circumstances, conditions, thoughts, and emotions are making me believe less in what I'm saying, in what I'm hoping for, imagining. Neither of those things help you, because neither of those things create anything. Your past doesn't create anything. Your future does not create anything. What creates everything? You, as I am awareness. You are the one that creates. You are reality itself. If you imagine yourself right now, your body, your mind, your thoughts, the surroundings around you, the surroundings around that, the planet, the galaxy, the universe, all of it as a conceptual idea is happening within you. Even from a 3D physical standpoint, everything is happening within you, because light, sound, taste, and touch, it's all energy waves, sensory signals that are going into your mind. And your awareness is just aware of what those signals represent, and it's projected within your mind. We all know this, right? Light doesn't go out, it goes into you, it's in your mind. So everything you are literally seeing is happening within your mind. There's no outside of your mind. We think that this is outside of our mind, but it's not. This is all happening in us, right? And every single person is their own point of consciousness where the reality is literally happening in their own mind. It's being projected out. Light only goes into you, it doesn't come out. It's all coming back to you. You are the source of the projection coming back into you, because you are the center of it. You are the divine mind. It has to come and revolve around you as that person, right? As the awareness that is giving life to it. So what's faith? Faith is to understand this, right? Faith is to understand this very simple thing. We believe that this is our 3D reality, right? We in it, we play around with it, we talk to other people, we involve other people, that kind of thing. And then here we close our eyes and we go into our imagination. We experience things, we experience love, we experience hurt, we remember memories, we create the illusion that we are creating better memories forward and things we hope for. But what are you really? You are this, right? You are I am. You are I am awareness, right? That higher self. And that higher self is literally creating everything around you, including your physical body. But it is power. It's all power. It is the power that gives life to everything moving and breathing and existing. Every thought, every emotion, it is the power behind it. It is the unseen source of all things. It's you. Your consciousness is that. Your consciousness is what's directing that power. The rest of you is what is the power that is creating everything. It does not do anything on its own. It's not saying, I prefer this and not that. When you have an emotion that's positive, it's saying you are pointed toward what you desire, what's true. When you have a negative emotion saying that I am not this, I am not who I desire to be, you are saying something that is not true. That's why it feels that way. You can still go down that direction. It's not saying don't go down that direction. It's saying I will create the experience of I am not, but it's not going to feel good because it's not true. What is true is I am. That's why it feels so good. I think Abraham Hicks is the one that says emotional guidance system. Emotional guidance system is not telling you which way to go. It's telling you what direction you're going. Much like a normal GPS that we have here, it's telling you took a wrong turn because you're going the wrong direction. It's not telling you what direction to go to. It's telling you where you are going. If you think about it, right? It says, no, what you want is that way, but you are going this way. That's it. It's not steering for you. It's saying, hey, go this way. This feels good, go that way. Right? So, you are here, and we imagine a future. We hope for it. You are here. You're looking back. You hope it doesn't end up the way that it ended up before. But there's no past. There's no future. There's nothing. There's no behind you. There's no future. There's no past behind you. There's an illusion and an awareness that you always have a number of frames that you consider your past, but you're creating that in every single moment to interact with the moment, to keep the illusion going, to keep the game going forward. When you realize that I am infinite frames, and then these frames are just jutting in to my awareness, rearranging itself based on who I am, this changes immediately. Based on who I am, who I say I am, who I consciously choose to call forth and imagine myself as, this frame changes immediately. And if that frame changes immediately, this frame is changing immediately as well, because there's no separation between this. It's all in your awareness. All of it in your awareness. And when you realize that you are an infinite number of frames is available to you. Infinite number of frames available to you, and they're all connected to you. They're all connected to your I am awareness, right? And as I am awareness, you can rearrange them in any which way you feel like. Yes, your first thing is going to be like, well, what about the calendar? And what about your aging? What about this? Forget about all that. That's just illusion that's keeping you in the belief of linear time. But think about your life. Think about how many times something has repeated itself in this very familiar cycle. It's because you kept telling the same story of I am not. But when you tell the story of I am, and you say, you know what, no. Those appearances is one story out of an infinite number of stories. It's only one story. I accept that that story exists, but I'm going to put my awareness on the story that I desire. Whether I think about it as my past or I think about it as my future, if I think I am going to be that person right now that I imagine myself to be, I'm going to imagine myself as I would like to be. I'm going to embody that identity as I would like to be. Any thoughts that I have is as that identity. Any feelings that I have is as that identity. Any decision I make is as that identity. I think people get confused there where you try to make a decision as that identity instead of realizing the decisions you are making is as that identity. Because it's who you choose to be. The most natural decision that you can make in a situation after saying no, I am that, is the decision that is the decision that identity makes. You don't have to try to do it. It's just normal. It's natural. It's who you continuously imagine yourself to be. If you imagine yourself to be in a relationship with somebody that you love, all the decisions that you just consciously make from now, that you just choose to make the path of least resistance or making it, is as that identity. But you don't need to consciously focus on what decisions you're going to make, how you're going to think, any of that. You just need to know that who I have imagined myself as is reality. That's what's unfolding. I don't need to consciously do any one thing in reality to get anything. This experience is what I've imagined myself to be, and I am that identity. It's unfolding perfectly for me, through me, and as me. Because I am reality. Because what I say is reality. Yes, you will have thoughts about other things. Yes, you will have fears and doubts popping up about other things that could be going on. They don't matter. They don't create reality. So just leave them where they are, doing nothing. Because who you are is perfect. Hope is saying, I don't want this outcome to exist, but I'm fearful that it's going to come into my reality. Accept all of those things exist. Accept that it's not even your choice. Accept that what you prefer is your choice, and accept that what you prefer is unfolding perfectly for you, through you, and as you. That's it. There's nothing else to do. Be that identity right now that is absolutely indifferent, that is source, that knows as source what you have declared is reality, and it is always working out for you. The love that you want is already in your arms. The health that you want is already beating your heart as perfectly as it could ever be. The wealth that you want is already filling your bank account where you overflowing with money. All of that exists right now. It's not coming from a past. It's not coming from you. It's not coming to you from a future. It all exists now, and you know it all exists now because you know you have it in you. You know you have seen it in you. You know that you have experienced it within you. You know that you have decided that that is who you are right now, and you know that it is unfolding from within you because you are source. Every other thought is not true. I am the creator of my own reality. I am who I imagine myself to be. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am free, I am in love, I am who I have always imagined myself to be. I am. That is who you are. I am. And I am your host, Reese. This is Rewrite Your Reality with Reese. Much love, much light. Thank you for the subscribing, the following, the sharing, the people joining my Facebook group, coming from here to there to here, wherever. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you for the email. If anyone wants to email me, my email is there. You can message me probably issues and things you are perceiving, and I can try and guide you back to your power, but you don't need to be guided. You are power. Just remember that. Yeah. Much love, much light, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.